Have you ever wondered how the foundations of Islam were laid down? It all began with simple questions and clear answers. Let's take a journey back in time to revisit a significant encounter that took place in the 7th century between the Prophet Muhammad and a man from Najd, a region that is now part of modern Saudi Arabia. In the bustling city of Medina, a man with unkempt hair from Najd made his way towards the Prophet. His voice was loud and boisterous, but his words were indiscernible until he drew closer. His question was simple yet profound. He wanted to know about Islam. The Prophet, in his wisdom, began with the most fundamental practice in Islam, the salah, or prayer. He told the man from Najd that he must offer prayers perfectly 5 times within a span of 24 hours. The man was curious and asked if there were any additional prayers to be offered. The Prophet clarified that while there were no obligatory prayers beyond the 5, he could offer the Nawafil, or voluntary prayers, if he wished. Moving on, the Prophet introduced the man to the practice of fasting during the holy month of Ramadan. Once again, the man asked if there was any additional fasting required. The Prophet assured him that while there were no mandatory fasts beyond Ramadan, he could observe the Nawafil fasts if he chose to. Next, the Prophet spoke about Zakat, the obligatory charity in Islam. When the man asked if there were any other payments to be made, the Prophet explained that beyond the Zakat, there were no compulsory alms, but he could give voluntary charity if he so desired. After understanding the basic tenets of Islam, the man from Najd made a solemn declaration. He vowed by Allah that he would neither do less nor more than what the Prophet had outlined. He would pray 5 times a day, fast during Ramadan, and pay the Zakat, nothing more, nothing less. Upon hearing this, the Prophet made a profound statement. He said that if the man stayed true to his words, he would indeed be successful and be granted paradise. This encounter between the Prophet and the man from Najd encapsulates the simplicity and straightforwardness of the Islamic faith. It highlights the importance of the 5 daily prayers, the fast during Ramadan, and the giving of Zakat. Above all, it underscores the significance of sincerity and commitment in one's journey of faith, a journey that begins with a question and blossoms into a lifelong commitment to spiritual growth and development.